personally, it's because it's something that I've always wanted to do. And a lot of the times, not a lot of people obviously get the opportunity or are blessed with the opportunity to be able to truly make a living out of something that they absolutely love. But I think the more you have a bigger team, the more confusing things get, because I don't know, things can get lost in conversation and whatnot. And I think you also, I feel like I lose a little bit of control when there are too many people.
Okay.
You dress a certain way to enhance the way people view you and people speak, etc. So I think cosmetic surgery is just an addition to it, like just help. Well, depending on why you do it, but if it is to enhance, why not? I think find the right people that are going to carry you, support you, and
share your vision.
and share your vision, and like I said, support you and truly believe in what you're trying to, to create and to sell, etc. I started doing some research on how to fix it and how to fix my breasts and how to make them smaller and make them feel, look, and kind of feel and look the part and the way I want them to look. And I think after the first consult, obviously, like I said, that's kind of the decision maker if I'm going to do the procedure with you or if I'm still going to continue with my search for, the next surgeon.
I mean, the pre-op preparation is very crucial, and it helps you with your recovery because you know exactly what to expect, post-op. Welcome back to Dr. Bruce Lelala's channel. I'm still with my lovely guest, Boity, and we have spoken about her journey and her challenges in the industry. And now we're gonna chat about her operation that she went under, or she went for, should I say?
Well, so, went for it.
Yeah.
Went under.
Under the knife.
Yeah.
So tell me, you had once mentioned that your breast also went big, and I think that also affected some parts of your health and function.
It was
So how did that go?
a nightmare. Like it really was. Honestly, at first, I tried to kind of what's the word? Yeah, it was one of those like just I tried to look past it, and be like, it's part of just growing up, and I'll work around it, and I'll see what I can do. But then after a while, it started affecting. Yes, when I try and go to the gym, it was just very difficult to either be on the treadmill or do certain things, and also the back pain was also just excruciating, and also more than anything because I'm a person in the public space, and my how I look and how you dress, etc. It plays a huge role in my my work and the industry that I'm in. It also played a role and affected me very negatively in terms of like how clothes would look and how I just would not fit into certain things. And all of that just was just like became like honestly a massive psychological mess because I constantly started not to want to go out as much as I used to because I'd be worried about just honestly the way I look. It made me feel so uncomfortable. Even my friends know it's something I'll talk about constantly. Like it really was a super downer. And I'm just very glad I did something about it because I feel like a better human being now. Yeah.
Okay. So talking about you getting help for it, how did you go about it?
So like I said, at first I considered just letting it be. But and this was a 3-year thing. It was like that's what I'm saying. It took so long for me to get to a point where I was just like, no, man, I actually have to fix this because it's not okay. Because a lot of the times people will be like, no, it's fine. I mean, it's life, blah blah. But then you just like no, but then this can't be my life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna constantly be worried about what I look like, and constantly be worried about how I feel, and constantly be in pain, etc.
Mm.
So eventually I started doing some research about reconstructive surgery for, I don't know what is it mastopexy?
Must
Yeah,
fix it.
yeah. I started doing some research on how to fix it, and how to fix
Yeah.
my breasts, and how to make them smaller, and make them feel, look, and kind of, yeah, feel and look the part and the way I want them to look. So for me to, yeah, to just be able to live comfortably, you know. I started doing research. I went on to Google. I asked a lot of people, um, and some of the people, it was very strange to have to ask, because when you ask, they'll be like, "Are you assuming that I got my breasts done?" So it was one of those things to like have to you have to tiptoe around it, which is also another issue, because people aren't so outward about some of the work that they do. You have to
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
assume, or and try not to seem like you're being offensive by saying, "Hey, who did your breasts?"
Yeah.
I did ask a few people, and I got a lot of suggestions, and yeah, I did a lot of research. Like, I would go on to each page of the people that they suggest, and I would
Yeah.
read like the reviews, etc., and wanted to see their work physically. And I actually went to probably a few consultations just to also get the feel of the doctor, and to get a feel of who they are, because I think it goes beyond just the doctor
The
knowing what
operation.
they're gonna do, but like, yeah, just having that comfort with the doctor was very important for me as well. So I did go, I had a few consultations across the years, until eventually I found you.
Okay.
Yeah, long story,
And I'm glad you
but I found
found me.
you. Yeah.
So yes, Boity. So you were telling us, you were telling me about how you prepared leading to you finding a surgeon, and I'm glad that you found me.
Yes.
So in preparation to your first consultation, what were your questions? What were some of the anxieties? And then you can also tell us about leading into the operation itself. What anxieties do you have, or
Yeah.
questions do you have?
Well, leading up to our first consultation and getting to obviously meet you, and obviously the questions I had, I wanted to see your work. I think that's obviously the first thing that people always want to see, like,
Yeah.
what do you do? What does it look like? The befores and afters for me as a, a patient, or as a client, I guess. For me, my thing has always just been, it's important for me to see the the post operative work. What does it look like? Because a lot of the times also, I don't think you get to see all of that, like, on the internet, especially with like the poppy act, etc. A lot of times you don't really get to see the befores and afters. So I think the important part in the consultation for me was definitely to see
Yeah.
what you can do, what you're willing to do, what you're able to do. And I'm always hoping that there'll be transparency and honesty, because some surgeons will just say, yes, I can do it, but a lot of the times you find out afterwards that maybe they didn't know how to do certain things, etc. So I think, yeah, my questions were definitely you know the scarring. What should I anticipate in terms of the scarring? Am I going to have to deal with a lot of scarring? Am I you know the things that were important to me, yeah, was like how it's going to look afterwards,
The end
the
result.
end result.
Yeah.
What are the things that I should expect, and what are the honest truths that I should be ready to deal with, because
Mm.
we can't all think it's going to be some magical procedure and then you just look incredible
Yeah.
afterwards. There are certain things like, you know, again, going back to scarring and also how my body deals with certain kinds of scarring, etc. I think those were important points that I was very interested in knowing, leading up to our um, meeting.
First consultation.
Yeah, our first
Yeah.
consultation, and knowing that you are able and you're qualified to be able to do the procedure that I require.
Mm.
And I think that's also very important.
Mm.
People shouldn't just go to surgeons based on hearsay. You must do the research, talk to the surgeon, ask real questions, and ask the things that really concern you,
Yeah.
no matter how fickle or how silly they might sound.
Mm.
Wanting to know, are my boobs going to look perky and cute? Ask that.
Yeah.
Ask the things that you feel are important to you. And also, the surgeon should be obviously as honest as possible to be like, please do not expect miracles. This and this is going to be an issue and whatever. So,
Yeah.
yeah, those conversations are important.
I'm glad you mentioned those because, I get asked a lot of questions about what should I ask when I come for my first consultation. So I think preparing for that first consultation goes a long way because it also helps to prepare you psychologically because you have to take time off
Yeah.
to recover.
Yes, of
You
course.
have to, set up things, you need support.
Mhm.
And so what was your feeling after that first consult and what would you say your experience was leading into the op?
I think after the first consult, obviously, like I said, that's kind of the decision maker if I'm going to um, do the procedure with you or if I'm still going to continue with my search for, the next surgeon, want to kind of test the waters with. But I think after the first one, yeah, it felt really good. And I felt confident and comfortable. And I think that was really important because also, like, I think your gut plays a big role personally for me because it's not a small thing like going under and doing a procedure. It can be life altering, so a lot of thought has to go into it. So yeah, I think after the first consultation was really good for me to go back home, think it through, and also all the consultations in between before we even get to the surgery were also very crucial for me because from there, then I had to decide, am I actually ready for the surgery or not? Is it something that I really want to do? Because I think you get more information and more I don't know, it's more education around
Yeah.
this decision that you're about to make, so yeah, you were really helpful in that process of just
Mm.
letting me know about the time, how long it's going to take, how long I have to be prepared to be out for, etc. So all of that was really crucial for me to also just decide, am I ready to do this procedure or not? You know.
No, I think it's a very valid point because also I have a responsibility as a practitioner to make sure that before I take you into theater, you are ready for the procedure. So it's important for patients, or more future patients, to make sure that they're well prepped and every single question is answered. Because also, if questions come, if they come post-op, then it becomes a bit of an issue because now you're gonna say, why didn't you tell me that?
Yes,
Why didn't you?
but you didn't
So
know this.
so it is important that we are on par by the time you go to theater. So what did you say your experience was then post-op? Like what did you need? In terms of support, in terms of yeah,
Um, so leading up to
day of the op,
the
yeah.
day of the op, I think it was a little bit, there was a lot of anxiety because I think the concept of going under for me has always been very scary, because you have those thoughts and those questions like, am I gonna wake up? What if I don't wake up? And it's really great, that also the group of people like, you know, yourself and the anesthetist, I never know how to say it,
Yeah.
but the anesthetist and also the nurses and everyone that kind of put you at ease, like, no, you're gonna be fine. And also having your family or whoever, like whoever is gonna be there as a support
Mm.
person. Like I had, my mom and my cousin and my grandma there. So it was really wonderful knowing that I have my family there. And also even being in the bed and getting ready with you putting all the markings on my body, etc. But also you just talking me through it all over again and re-preparing me, because it's one thing talking about it and being
Yeah.
like, oh, we're about to have surgery in the next 2 weeks, and being on the bed and being like, oh God,
It's
do I want to do this? So it's good that you're continuously just being like, everything's going to be fine. And we've spoken about this. You know what to prepare for, blah blah. So yeah, before, um pre and post op, those were, yeah, it's crucial. That's
the pre-op preparation is very crucial, and it helps you with your recovery because you know exactly what to expect, post-op.
yeah, also quite a bit of a journey, because I think people underestimate, I think, a lot of the times,
Mm.
the healing process, and just how long it actually takes to actually start seeing results. And because I think I was very nervous when I woke up. I was just swollen, and I was just like, what happened? Because you assume that right after the surgery you look the part,
Yeah,
but luckily, again, we had already spoken about the fact that we need to give this little 6-week period of grace, where you just allow yourself to just heal, and without any expectations of seeing anything yet, just expect to see some form of a difference after the six
yeah,
weeks so
yeah,
it's that preparation mentally, also knowing that once you get out, don't expect miracles and to think you're going to look
perfect.
perfect.
Yeah,
No, there's a lot of emotional up and down. And yeah, there's it's not easy, but I think, yeah, having those conversations before
yeah,
is really crucial to prepare you, because yeah, the post-operative healing, etc., it's a long process and it takes time, and it's mentally and emotionally straining as well, more than it is physically.
yeah.
So yeah,
Okay,
but it
great,
was worthwhile.
great. All right. So I'm glad that you managed to handle, the post-op
Yeah.
roller coaster because it is a journey
Hmm.
because you mentioned the swelling, we have to control the
Yo,
pain. We have to do, the lymphatic massages.
yes,
We have to
all of that.
change the dressings. Yeah, so it can be psychologically draining,
Yes,
and you get out of your normal daily, activities,
yes, for sure.
and now you have to focus on your body, making sure that you come for your appointments, you come for lymphatic massages.
And taking the time
So
off.
yes, so it is important. I think that's very important because a lot of people think, oh, this is plastic surgery. I'm just gonna go in and out,
Yes,
and it's not like that.
it's
So
not
I think
whatsoever.
that's very, very, very important for people to know
Understand.
and plan. And yeah, after your op, how do you feel psychologically? Do you think it improved your psychological well-being, or has there been no change, or
No.
say it
No.
helped?
No, I feel you have no idea. I feel like I wouldn't say a different human being, but like I'm definitely happier. You know, um, I get excited by the smallest things, like being able to fit into certain clothes comfortably and looking my best. And
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not back yet at the gym, obviously, because it's
it's still you.
still in my healing process.
Yeah,
But before we even get to that, I feel lighter. I feel better. I I I feel more prepared to just like do more. Just because that burden almost feels like it's been lifted off my shoulders.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like a better, happier person. Like the smallest things excite me now, that I can't wait to do. Like I said, even just because it was one of the things that felt so restrictive in terms of like how I look. Like now I'm more excited for, to do more shows and to be back on stage, etc.
yeah,
Because I feel like I look better, and I feel like I feel better, that which allows me to kind of obviously perform at my best. Yeah, so it's done a world of a difference. I cannot actually explain it to you because it's I'm so happy. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we only did, breastwork.
Honestly, because
Can you,
for me that was
yeah,
like that was it. That was the rest of it. Honestly, I can just go to the gym. I couldn't fix my boobs just going to the gym, and also just how they looked and just how much work they required. That was far beyond the gym thing. It was far beyond just wearing the right bra size. It honestly was like, this needs to be fixed under the knife.
yeah,
And yeah, it's been phenomenal. The rest of it,
great.
if I can't work on my tummy, I'll be returning. Just putting it out there so you know that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad that we have this option. I'm glad, and
yeah.
I hope that more people can see that it is an option. There's
Can
nothing.
come out and brave and
There's
be ashamed.
I don't think there's anything to
Mm.
be ashamed about. If you want your boobs looking different, just go consult, because that is you literally went to school for this. You went to
Yeah,
years, you did years and years of
yeah,
like learning, etc., for this.
yeah,
So it's like an actual profession. It's not like some backdoor weird stuff. People actually, you studied for this. So obviously the same way you go to a doctor who study to take away your cough, there's
yeah,
there are plastic surgeons who are there to fix things that cannot be fixed by merely putting garments over it or going to
yeah.
the gym. There are certain things that just require to be reworked.
And yes, I studied hard. And
I know, you
I
told me. I
I
remember you told
worked
me like
hard.
11 years,
Like,
15 years. So clearly
so
there's a
so
reason,
it
and
is.
it's
Yeah,
worthwhile.
it is
Yeah,
a long journey. It is a long journey. So you have used many L products.
I have.
So
What? They're
so
good.
yeah. So what's your experience so far?
They're fantastic products.
Yeah.
Also, they for what you get with the products, I think the pricing is insane. It's brilliant because the quality and the packaging and just the way the products work are so brilliant. And I love the fact that obviously it's locally produced, locally made, locally owned. I think that's brilliant. But yeah, I love the products, and particularly the the face wash. I love
Yeah.
the fact that it's a scrub and a face wash, but a very gentle scrub as well. So I love the fact that it's like a, a, a gentle exfoliator and also a wash at the same time. So that's really one of my favorite
Yeah.
products.
Hi, my name is Samira. I'm a skin med therapist at Skin Med at Hyde Park. We are very excited to introduce Dr. Bruce Lelala's brand Medi-L. It is the first in its kind. It is especially for skin of color, as well as sensitive skin, your acne skin, your pigmentation skin, for skin firming, for anti-aging. It's literally a wide range of product range for any kind of skin, basically. So this range is 10 products in this range, which is fantastic for any kind of skin. So we obviously have your toners, your cleansers, your moisturizers, your skin firming, your body treat, your body lotions as well. When it comes to his skin firming cream, as well as his charcoal mask, this is used for all kinds of skin, for sensitive skin, for acne skin, for anti-aging skin, for the young people who obviously need a skin routine. This is what we're going for. The best thing about his product is that we are launching a pigmentation brand as well. So we know dark skin, we all have pigmentation problems. So we really need to focus on that. I mean, his range focuses literally on everything for any skin type. We are very happy to introduce this product into Skin Med, and we will be hosting all his products as well as all his treatments for it as well.